snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Collegiately over at East Lansing, here's Ken Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out right at the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ujeda and Wosu got the sack there.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Darnold. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. Third and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there, not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series of the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. And they come through on this point and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking at it 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you're going to tie the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7 yards there and a first down.
The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
First down, and they go with Swift again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Steps away.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, now Rodgers. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And after the Russell Wilson trade, you have to ask, will Tyler Lockett be able to extend his streak of 1,000-yard seasons to 4 without the only quarterback he's ever played with in the NFL? But the way he plays, a very steady presence who catches everything in sight, I think he's got a good chance of extending that streak and becoming best friends with his new quarterback along the way. He certainly looked like it on that first down catch.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off of play action, Darnold.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. They finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the move past the 40.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Darnold completes it, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown.
And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So he'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Been a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Swift going to try up the middle. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Swift.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the